Hello and welcome to another Pixels and Points with me, Matt Nelson, and I'm here with Susie Brown. I am the digital media director at Red Rock. And Susie?
I am the media planner buyer here at Red Rock as well. And
All
Matt,
right.
what did you bring to talk to us about this week?
Well, we're changing up the format, trying to go weekly now. Just do a little shorter, one article, one talking point. So for today, what we're talking about is AI adoption for campaigns, lags amid data transparency concerns. Now, what this article basically covers, and anybody can go on there, just go to Marketing Dive and go to that one. Sources on the screen if you want to read the whole article, but it basically goes into how a lot of agencies are trying to adopt AI in different ways. It's saying that some of them are lagging behind, but my first comment is, how can you lag behind with any DSP or Facebook or Google you're using? Like, integrates AI into your campaigns.
Yes.
Almost sometimes to be annoyingly so.
Right. And a lot of times I think agencies don't even know that they are using AI when they're using some of these tools.
No. So I was a little bit surprised when they were saying that only 70% of agencies have integrated AI in some way into, and like the jumping off point was to talk about how like some agencies are using ChatGPT or Perplexity or even Meta AI. And I'm like, Meta AI, when you're going in there and you're creating ads in Meta AI, it'll come up if your product or whoever you're advertising fits within a certain category, like not a sensitive category or something like that. It will give you suggestions on text, on headlines, and even like now it'll generate images for you. So it's not that you won't take advantage of the AI, it's that you can't get away from it now on Facebook. It's there. Meta AI is there.
Yep, it's there. So now I got to figure out how to use it, right? And how to get educated on everything.
One of the things that I think a lot of people aren't using AI for right now is media planning and things like that, because I've asked the chat programs, on a lark, hey, what should we, how should we run this? Like, what would be a good strategy for this campaign? And it's so generic. It's so sadly generic. It's always, you should do a mix of, make sure you have search, make sure you have a mix of display and video ads running, like on it. And it's just,
right. Just like, here's how you put together a general media campaign. But what we really need it for is granular, recommendations.
I mean, if you come in there and you'll ask it specifically, I need to make conversions on this pixel or it might take you through some of the steps to set up, conversion tracking on some of these things. But right now, any media planning that ChatGPT type programs are going to have is not where it needs to be helpful to media professionals. And if you're a small, creative ad shop that's running some campaigns and needs to do a media dive, and you rely on AI to do the plan for you, it's not gonna fly for if somebody actually looks at it that has a media background. So it's just not there yet.
It's just like getting ChatGPT to write your essay and turn it in. They're gonna know.
But what is there is the stuff that's integrated beyond, the auto suggestions, which Google is horrendous for. It's always putting out suggestions. If you have a Google campaign running on, say, on your regular Google Ads account, it'll have an optimization score, and that optimization score is purely from the AI saying that you should be doing this. And some of them, I don't even believe are generated by AI. It's just Google trying to get you to do more that gives them
push where they want you to run.
It's like, you should be doing a demand gen campaign, or you should be doing a what's the other campaign that they're always trying to push is the one where you just dump in a whole bunch of videos and text and display ads and performance max. There it is.
Yes, Performance Max, and they're just going to run it wherever they find it.
You won't get any kind of detail on where you're running, who you're running to, really. It's a little irritating, especially with all of the made for advertising content out there. It's not going to tell you where you're running.
Right. That's where you can run into fraud really easily.
If it's running on fraud, because it's just trying to do Performance Max. And if your performance indicator is just somebody going to your site, there are AI bots out there
right.
that are just preying.
Something went to your site.
On that. Yeah, something went to your site, and so it's just kind of optimized to that. And then all of a sudden, you're on made for advertising sites. You know, like my favorite to rag on is Game VIP or something like that, because that one's not hiding, but there's a bunch of these sites that are hiding, and we went through this a couple
episodes ago.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that more agencies aren't using these. The big AI tools that are helpful are inside of the platforms that you don't really see. It's the changes they've made internally to optimize for whatever your objective is. If you're trying to do clicks, if you're trying to do conversions, if you're trying to get brand awareness or lift, the back system AIs that they have running have gotten a lot better, and hopefully they'll just get better. So whether agencies know it or not, I don't see how you could run media without using AI at this point in some way.
Exactly. And how soon do you think we are to having a system where AI can put together a detailed media plan for you? Like, what are the next steps we have to get to, or hurdles we have to get over?
I don't think it's that far off with some of these people that are putting together these campaigns. And it's going to be the agencies that pretend to be DSPs right now that are selling with high markups to mom and pop shops, small restaurants, and they're like, yeah, you just put the order in, and it's managed services, and they're going to get rid of media buyers at these managed services, and they're just going to replace them with AI people, and it's just going to be. And I'm sorry, there's going to be a lot of bad stuff going on.
That's what I was going to say, but that's why we love self-serve instead of managed service, because it is going to become that cookie cutter and not a lot of accountability, right? Well, this is what,
I don't like handing off any of our buys to somebody else to place, because
exactly that loss of control. It's the same loss of control no matter who's touching it, right?
Every time we've done that, there's been stuff where we want to look at, and whoever we're having place it has been like hesitant to send us details on where are you running. And I mean, we've gone over this with previously, where some of the biggest perpetrators of this are people that are selling OTT and CTV right now. And it's going to get even worse when they just go out and they say, yeah, we're buying you OTT. And they just put it into their AI system and buys it at whatever CPM they put in, and it'll just do it. I mean,
they might have gotten a great CPM, but if you don't know where it's running,
it's halfway there as it is right now. And it's going to get more disgusting. So you think you see the same ad over and over again now.
Yep.
AI is going to decide, is that like, oh, well, you're the audience.
And override any frequency caps you have set, because this is how it's going to get
knows better. It's decided that you won't make a conversion action until you've seen the ad 50 times. So guess what?
Strap in. You're about to see it 50 times. Yeah.
Without a break.
Losing that human touch will always have that, right? Where there's that room for error or room for anything running over and over again, or not running where you want to. And I think the bulk of it is always going to be the reporting, right? The more robust we can get on reporting, the more we can start to trust these systems, right? That we can see that the campaign actually performed the way we want it to.
And hey, it hopefully will make our jobs easier. I'm not saying that we're pushing it back against it. I'm totally.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. We got to inspect what we expect, and then we'll all be good.
Yes. Being able to link all this stuff. So yeah, I'm surprised that they said that they're only 50%, like it was 50 to 70% of them are using it.
Yeah, here we go. 30% say they are fully integrated. And then half of those who haven't yet been fully integrated plan to do so by 2026. But it sounds like there's not a lot of plans in place.
Looks like some of them are putting in contract clauses when they're writing contracts with clients about AI and stuff like that. So,
well, it's just the big hot button talking items. Of course, as you're pitching new business, everyone wants to go with whoever's got a handle on AI, whether that be you can talk to it well or actually implement it well.
Yeah, I don't know how close we are to an AI, like one version of AI being able to place ads over here and over there, like on Amazon, on your DSP, on Meta, on
right.
Google,
You could just put your media plan into AI, and then it goes and deals with all the different DSPs and books everything for you, pulls back all the reporting. That'll be the day.
I don't know how close we are to that, but maybe AI placing stuff within some of these, like within Meta. You just saying like, I have $3,000 here. I need people to go to this place. Here's my ad.
Yep.
You can pretty much do that on, like, that's what Google's Performance Max they try to do, is you just dump your creative in. You say what you want people to do, and it'll do it. But
like we said, it's
no
not
other
performing the way we would ever have a regular any buy we place. We wouldn't accept that performance.
No, we wouldn't accept the performance. We wouldn't accept the lack of transparency that it has.
Yep. Yeah,
that's
for
the
sure.
biggest issue I have. All right. Well, try to be short on these weekly calls, but we should be good.
Yeah, definitely. Very interesting. There's for sure more to come on the AI front, but we'll be back next week with another article to talk about, new topic, and we'll keep doing these in a more regular cadence.
Thanks. Yeah.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.